All right. In any case, so instructional video activity board. Um, this activity board, Gavin, have you finished the assignments in this one yet?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just need to do that one.
Kultur Blick, awesome. All right, so I'm just gonna go with them quickly anyway. Um, so the verb ich, just in case, because you can always rework this, and I want to point out a few things on here. And then if you want to add to what you've already put, you may do so. If you're happy with what you've written, that's great too. But I want to point out a couple things when it comes to your experience with culture. So favorite things to do, hobbies, that's whatever you like to do outside of school. I want to learn about you. What kind of things do you like to do to have fun that don't have to do with school? Your experience with culture. Who can tell me something about culture? Yes, Giselle.
It's like where your family came
I love
from
that.
the past generations.
I love that. That's awesome. And so it's all about family, right? It's about your family, not just your family, but your community, other families, and you get together, you all hang out. What kind of things do you like? So what specifically though about your family? What sorts of things can we talk about and be more specific? And I'll give you points on Class Dojo.
What religion you are?
Religion, right? Your faith. Lots of people have different faiths. Yeah,
What your like culture's food is?
food, yes. So, all right, so great. So, religion, good. Food. Food is a big one. Food is a big one. Why? Because we use food not just to survive, to eat, right, to live, but we use it for what else?
Like holidays.
Holidays, to socialize, to get together, to talk. We use it as a time to sit around and talk to each other about our days and so much more. Giselle, did you want to say something?
Yeah, I have another one.
Mhm.
Heritage.
Yeah, your heritage. So, what do you mean by that exactly?
Like if you're Puerto Rican or French or Spanish.
Yeah. And what happens when you're Puerto Rican, French, or Spanish, and then but you don't live in Puerto Rico, France, or Spanish speaking country, but you live here? What happens?
You kind of become like a whole new generation.
You start you
In this area. You become the generation of that area, but still carries on that like heritage and religion
yeah
down there.
exactly. So you're gonna bring that heritage from those different places to where you live now, and you're gonna enrich the communities around you with different traditions, different religions, different types of things from your cultural heritage. You're gonna bring that to wherever you are, and then you're gonna make that place so much richer, so much, and it changes, right? Like you said, generations change. So we don't have this static, type of people that just stay the same. That would be boring in my opinion, right? So I love that. That's great. Anything else? Religion, food. What about this? Clothing. Clothing is a big part of it. Do we dress the same in the world?
No.
No, we dress very differently from different, not even just like different countries, but in the United States, there's different ways people dress. From age groups, there's different ways people dress. So there's all kinds of different situations where you're going to see people dressing differently. What else?
The
Say?
dances are different everywhere.
Yeah, sure. Dance. We can put with that music, right? Music is a huge part of culture. Again, it's not just country to country, it's age group to age group. Different cultures to different cultures listen to different types of music. And so, isn't it cool when you listen to all kinds of different types of music and you can get a little bit of exposure to this culture and that culture? So I can think about the world differently, not just with one way, not with blinders on, right? I like to open those blinders and think about things differently. So that's great. That's a good list. Let me give you guys some points. That's an awesome list. So, what I want to know, and maybe you already wrote plenty about it, but in that question, I'm interested to know about your culture. What is it that makes you unique? What type, if you practice a faith, what is it? A religion, what is it? What types of food do you like to eat? Or what types of food have you had that aren't ones that you eat, on a day-to-day basis? Maybe it was for a holiday, or maybe you visited a friend's house who was from a different heritage or culture, and they had some type of food you had never had before. Um, what type of clothes do you like to wear, or would you like to wear that you can't wear right now because you're not out there in a job and you can't buy a ton of clothes right now? What type of music do you listen to? What type do you like singing? Do you play an instrument? So what cultural things? What can you tell me about you that's unique? What makes you you? All right. So sometimes when we think about culture, we think about others. Oh, well, what do I know about other cultures, people that are different from me? But I want to know about you and your culture, and then I want to know about experience you've had with other cultures also. So you've taken Spanish, you've taken French. Are there other cultural experiences you've had other than your own? So we can add to that list language. Language, of course, is a huge part of culture. All right, any questions about that? Okay. And this one, a couple things you want me to know about you, something that I would never ever know. Even if I had you as a student for 2 rotations, I might never know it if you didn't tell me. Something that you're proud of, something that's just cool you think or unique to you that I would never know. If you can't think of anything, it's okay. These are just things to help me get to know you. All right, and anything you can let me know will help me. And then what is something you might like to learn about or do in this class? So that could be like a different set of vocabulary, maybe like animals or something that interests you that we could learn in German. It could be a game that you played in another class that you might think would go well in German class. So, try to get creative and think about something. Again, if you don't have something, it's okay. All right, these just help me get ideas. They help me get to know you. All right, so this one only I see, and then the Padlet everybody will see, and so that's a smaller part of the assignment, but I'm sure there's already a ton of posts on there, and so maybe yours is already on there too. Wunderbar, good, and both of you signed in. That's great. All right, excellent. And let's look real quick. How to take a screenshot. You know how to take screenshots, right? That's great. So all you need to do is submit a screenshot to that assignment. And then Kulturblick. We just talked about culture. This is a video I've showed. It's a collage of different visual representations that represent different cultures. And so there's another Padlet with you to post on there something that represents culture to you. And what I want to do now is watch a music video that I like by a fella named Uwe Kind. And I'll talk about him in just a second. It's called Ich bin cool. We'll get past the commercial.
Start different at GoDaddy.com. Ich bin cool. Bist du cool?
All right. So Uwe Kind is a teacher, a gentleman that travels across the world or around the world, and he teaches language. Specifically, he teaches German, French, and Spanish. However, he is German, and he teaches language in a unique way. He uses music, he uses gesticulating or hand movements, he uses body movements, he uses pictures. Behind him, he'll have a huge screen with pictures, and then he uses short bursts, so 1 word, 2 words, phrases, up to sentences, and so he teaches language that way. And I want you to see if you can recognize some of the words or some of the phrases that are said in this video. This one is 2-3 word phrases that are very short, and then there's visual representations with them. The pictures in the background don't always have to do with the exact meaning, but see if you can recognize anything or understand anything from the video. And then we'll talk a little bit more about why he teaches language that way. That'll be about all we'll have time for today. And then I already talked about Friday will be the walkathon, and you'll be coming to the walkathon, so you won't come to this class. Obviously, you'll already be there for the 8th period, and then Gavin, you'll have your activity in the library. All right, so see if you recognize
Ich
anything.
bin cool, bist du cool? Ich bin cool, bist du cool?
Ja, Logo, ja.
Ich bin cool, bist du cool?
Ja, Logo, ja.
Ich bin cool, bist du cool?
Ja, Logo, ja.
Ich bin cool, bist du cool?
Ja, Logo, ja.
Ich bin cool, bist du cool?
Ja, Logo, ja.
Ich bin cool, bist du cool?
Ja, Logo, ja.
Ich bin stark, bist du stark?
Ja, Logo, ja.
Ich bin stark, bist du stark?
Ja, Logo, ja.
Ich bin stark, bist du stark?
Ja, Logo, ja.
Ich bin stark, bist du stark?
Ja, Logo, ja.
Ich bin schön, bist du schön?
Ja, Logo, ja.
Ich bin schön, bist du schön?
Ja, Logo, ja.
Ich bin schön, bist du schön?
Ja, Logo, ja.
Ich bin schön, bist du schön?
Ja, Logo, ja.
Ich bin frei, bist du frei?
Ja, Logo, ja.
Ich bin frei, bist du frei?
Ja, Logo, ja.
Ich bin frei, bist du frei?
Ja, Logo, ja.
Ich bin frei, bist du frei?
Ja, Logo, ja.
Ich bin cool. Ich bin cool, bist du cool?
Ja, Logo, ja.
Ich bin cool, bist du cool?
Ja, Logo, ja.
Ich bin cool, bist du cool?
Ja, Logo, ja.
Ich bin cool, bist du cool?
Ja, Logo, ja.
Cool, bist du cool?
Ja, Logo, ja.
Ich bin cool, bist du cool?
Ja, Logo, ja.
Ich bin cool, bist du cool?
Ja, Logo, ja.
Ich bin cool, bist du cool?
Ja, Logo, ja.
Ich bin cool, bist du cool?
Ja, Logo, ja.
cool. It's the cool.